let's not beat it around the bush. They are liars. They tell you more than 3 lies. But these are the main lies that they tell you that you don't know from the beginning. These lies ruin your life, they ruin lives, they ruin your life, they ruin so much. Let's explore this further. Let's explore what these 3 little lies, they're not little, they're huge, but 3 lies that the narcissist always tells. Hello and welcome back. I hope that you're all doing really well. So three lies that the narcissist always tells. You might not be aware of them, but they always tell them. They always tell on themselves. So these 3 lies are something that I want you guys, or to help you guys, look out for going forward so that you don't get into these toxic dynamics again. And 3 lies that the narcissist always says, they're basically going to help you to identify them going forward. Look, lies are part of the narcissist. They are part of the pathological pattern that the narcissist behaves in. Okay, the narcissist lives in a world of lies. They do this because they don't really live in reality. They need to create this ulterior kind of reality because it serves their purpose. They want people to believe the illusion. They don't want you to see the truth. They want you to see the illusion that they are displaying in front of them. And the reason why they don't want you to see reality is because, number 1, they don't live in it. Number 2, they have spent a lifetime trying to hide and put barriers up so that you don't find out, so that you don't know who they really are. You don't find out the past. And it's really sad. It's really sad. But when you live in that illusion, when you live in that fantasy world, this kind of fantasy thinking or magical thinking, as the psychological term basically suggests, you know, it's done because their past is so painful that they have disconnected from their authentic selves. And this is done as a way of protecting. Now, if you think about it, you know, like a lot of us suffer from trauma, a lot of us go through PTSD because of these relationships or because of these maybe even family dynamics. It's because they disconnect from who they are. The past is so painful that they create this reality that helps them to kind of manage, helps them to kind of live in this world in a way that they just survive somehow. They don't, do you know, I don't think they really are aware that they disconnect from their real selves. I think they kind of, it's kind of like more of a survival technique that they have. But lies is kind of part and parcel of it because they need to keep these lies going. They need to keep this reality of theirs, this illusion, magical thinking of theirs, kind of going, because otherwise they cannot accept the reality that actually they are damaged, that something is not okay with them. And they're not gonna tell you that because they don't want to accept that. So that's why they lie. That's why they live in this magical world of fantasy of theirs. Now, the first lie that you are never told is that this relationship is not going to last forever. They don't tell you that. They know that. They know. Be under no illusion, my friends. They know that this relationship is not going to last forever, which is why they need to get their needs met in the time frame that they are with you. So this is why they manipulate. This is why they control situations so that the outcome basically is in their favor. All right, so the outcome of the whole experience or an experience that you are going through turns out in their favor. So this is why they will manipulate and they will gaslight you and they will lie to you and not tell you the entire truth of the situation so that this outcome happens. They also need to tell you what you want to hear. They need to keep you, all right, for as long as they can. So this is why they tell you what you want to hear. So they quickly understand, they quickly learn what your triggers are or what it is that you are wanting from this relationship, and they will just keep stringing you along. They'll keep telling you because they need you to meet their needs. So if they keep you close to them and they gaslight you and manipulate you, you're going to meet their needs. They spend a long time trying to figure you out. You know, they spend a lot of time and energy trying to figure out what your triggers are, and they use them against you because the outcome needs to turn out in the way that they want. That's why they do it. The second lie that they tell you is that they don't love you. They're never going to love you because they don't know how. I guess in their own little way, they love you, but this is all very situational. This happens at that time. You know, this is to serve them. Remember, narcissists are impulsive, all right? So there is no understanding. They react to feelings and thoughts in that moment. So whilst they're feeling all loved up in you, you know, you're having a great time, that's in that moment. But that will change. So they're not stable feelings. They're not stable. Then there's no stability in the relationship, which is why they chop and change, which is why you're constantly walking on eggshells, which is why you cannot connect on a deeper level with the narcissist, because they don't have that depth. This is all surface level. Remember, they tell you what you want to hear in that moment because they need that supply from you. They need that. They need you to serve them emotionally in that way. So they're never going to tell you that they love you. But yes, I know they tell you that they love you, but they're never going to tell you, I don't love you in that way, because they don't understand it themselves. They don't understand that deeper connection that is required for a relationship. This doesn't happen. The third lie is they don't like you. They don't like you because you have not been through the same experiences that they have. They don't like anybody, all right? Be under no illusion, even if they're with new supply, they've met new friends, this person, that person. They don't like you because you have not been through the same experiences that they have in their life. And ultimately, they feel jealous, all right? And they want to punish, and they want to hurt you, and then they love you, and then they want to hurt you. So it's this cycle that they go through: value, devalue, discard, value, devalue, discard. And it's constantly that. It's constantly going to be that. They don't like others. They see that they see the disconnection because they know that you have not gone through the same life experiences that they have. So they know that there isn't a way that they could ever be around you in a way that actually you could ever understand them, that you could ever value them. To be honest with you, a lot of you are probably thinking, yeah, I would love them if they would just tell me that they've been through this trauma and I could help them. I could help them get through this. But they're not looking for help. They don't want that from you. This is inborn, all right? They're not looking for this because, for number one, they have really separated from who they really are, from themselves, from their authentic selves, because they've built these barriers up because they don't want anybody to be let in. So they don't want to show others that they are maladaptive in some way. They don't want to show you emotion because they don't want to show you that they're weak, because they see emotions as weak. So they don't want to show that they have emotions, that they are feeling like this, that they're feeling down, that they're feeling depressed, low mood, they're feeling a lot of anxiety. They're not going to show that because in their mind, they see emotions as weakness. This is why this disconnection continues lifelong. They don't want you to know. So the fact that you have never experienced the same life experiences that they have, to them, that is difficult for them to understand. So this is why they have feelings of hatred, of jealousy, all these negative feelings they feel towards you, even though they tell you they love you. And this is the hardest thing, I think, to get our heads around, to understand that, okay, you say you love me, okay, and maybe on some level you do, but you also are jealous and you hate me. Yeah, that is what's going on. It's because in their mind, all right, they have this internal dialogue that is constantly feeding this ego of theirs. On one part, it is boosting them. On the other part, it is putting them down. So can you imagine living with these two voices kind of in your head that is telling you one thing, the other thing, one thing, the other? And this is why they have this instability of thoughts. Their behavior doesn't match what they're saying. It's because of this. The narrative is so negative. They focus on the negative. All right, they might have positive feelings, but they are very short-lived. All right, and they focus on the negative because, as we know, like, it's easier to focus on the negative because it's so much more prominent. It makes them feel really bad. So this is why they have this like exterior of, you know, like of grandiosity. They come across as so confident that they can do anything. This is because it's to quieten this negative narrative, this ego that is within them. They don't want anyone to know that. This is why they know that they don't want their behavior to affect, and so that others will notice that they are this. They want to hide it at all costs. That's what they're doing. So this is why they lie. This is why this is a pathological form of lying. Right? We all tell little white lies. You know, maybe how much something costs, maybe somewhere that you've been or whatever. Like, we all tell these little white lies, but if you're consistently doing this on a pathological level to change and alter your reality, that's what I mean by pathological lying. They believe their lies because it suits their purpose. It suits where they want you to see them, how they want you to see them. So guys, I really hope that this video helps you to understand the 3 lies that the narcissist doesn't tell you, but these are always going on. This is always happening. Added to the fact that they're cheating, added to the fact that they have been somewhere where they're not supposed to. Yes, those are the lies that they tell, but these are the 3 main kind of lies that they say, that they never say, but you figure out at the end. So if you are someone that is unfortunately going through this, please know that I do offer one-to-one consultations and support. Please see the description box below. I also have the journal club where I post journal prompts every Monday, and if you would like to be part of the club, please see the description box below. I've also started the mentorship, and if you are someone that wants to level up their healing, please see the description box below. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.